Hello everybody and welcome. I forgot our intro video here, so you got Johnny and I just fussing around for the last 5 minutes. But welcome. What's up, Yo-Yo Ton? Yo-Yo stopped in. You missed it yesterday. Royce and I were doing some Pokemon streaming, and exactly. Yeah, sorry, man. We scared him apparently.
Oh, like you went deaf or something?
Exactly. Yo-Yo. Yeah, no, I forgot. It's been a long night, and I forgot how to stream properly. But thanks everybody for stopping on out here. Johnny and I are here to talk about all things. We got some comics going on. It's a light week for comics this week, so we are just kind of showing off the handful of new things that did come in, a couple of issues, and mostly some trade paperbacks. So we got some news, some restocks, all good. And yeah, Johnny, anything happened to mind that you want to say at the top here? Any news or anything?
No, there wasn't any news. There was nothing. There was nothing that happened.
I was gonna say, yeah, and like nothing is the news though, because there's no Marvel this week. It's just trade paperbacks, no issues, and then no DC. I think because they're getting ready for the swap over to the different distributors like Lunar and UCS. So I don't think anything DC came out this week. So it's mostly just some indie stuff. Probably with the main one being the kind of surprise Walking Dead one shot, Negan Kills, which we've got some of. Yo-Yo says, I don't know much about comics, but I do like to read them. Yo-Yo, what are some of your favorites? Usually that's kind of what we ask a lot of the people here, is what's some of the comics that you like to read? Anything that kind of jumps out at you that you've read either recently or one of your favorites, and we will harshly judge you by your answer. So, but yeah,
Yo-Yo, what's your favorite flavor of M&M? Blue, green, yellow, brown, or red? Let me know.
Also, Yo-Yo is from Belgium, so they it's I think they mentioned it was 3 a.m. by them.
I like your waffles. They are delectable.
Sorry, Yo-Yo. I made a lot of waffle-based jokes yesterday too, so I'm sure that they are.
I'm not joking.
They're probably bored of here. Oh no, I was sincere too, but that's the kind of that's like the T-ball joke is Belgian waffles.
Well, yeah. What else? We get the Austin Powers thing when he dips his nose in the whipped cream and he's like, they do it in Belgium. It's called a Belgium dip. Is that true? Is there such thing as a Belgium dip when you dip your nose into your cappuccino? Is that a Belgium dip? Let me know, Yo-Yo.
I feel like that's probably the kind of thing that you don't want to search on Urban Dictionary, because I'm sure that there's some worse.
Some other Belgium dips that we're not going to get into.
Also, yeah, Yo-Yo cracking up at the waffles again joke. But they did mention as far as the comics, Spider-Man, Batman, TMNT comics, stuff that they like. Very fitting that you like TMNT. We'll get into that in a little bit here.
Wait, you got to come back in a few weeks when we get the order in that we just placed today, because I literally ordered books with all of those characters that you just mentioned.
I was gonna say, I know we got quite a bit. And then they also mentioned brown as their favorite M&M flavor.
Excellent choice. The nice thing about the brown M&Ms is even if a piece of the shell cracks off, you can't really tell because it's chocolate undertone. But if you had, let's say, a blue one and it cracked in half, you'd be like, well, this
has been damaged.
This is disheartening, and you throw it away and try again. Which is the nice thing about M&Ms, the candy of chance. But
is that what they call it?
That's one of its nicknames.
Yo-Yo says true, finally. And also, they mentioned, I'm pretty sure we don't do that here in reference to the Belgium dip.
I don't know why Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me, would lie to me, but I guess I'll believe you since you live in Belgium.
What would Michael Myers have to gain by lying to me?
Wait, I was just talking about this with somebody this weekend. Do you know, as a kid, it didn't dawn on me for a long time that he played multiple roles in that movie. Did we talk about this? Was it us?
No,
okay,
we didn't. But yeah.
Yeah, and I remember one day, when the third one was coming out, I'm like, wait a minute, who the hell plays Dr. Evil? And I looked it up and was like, no way. It's
the one and only. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I want to watch this weekend? Wayne's World. You ever watch Wayne's World?
Yeah. So I watched it, I think once back in grade school, once in high school, and then I think once in college. So the trifecta of...
Yes, you're good. Watch it once more and you're back.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, I know that's requests. Please put on Wayne's World. I like how we both assume you're gonna die an old man. I like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, we're kind of generous there. Yeah, Yo-Yo making a joke about yesterday we were talking about some Pokemon trivia where like the base level stuff, because I think he was razzing you about Mike Myers playing all the roles. Like, no way. He says, what's next? Arbok is Cobra backwards.
And Ekans is Snake. Oh my god! No, I knew that one. That was actually in. You know, I should bring this. I should totally bring this next week. I have an old. Who makes Pokemon cards? Is it Wizards of the Coast?
So it was Wizards, and now it's I don't know.
I have a super old Wizards magazine before like the internet.
Sure, yeah.
That has like a bunch of
The
cards
price
and
guide
information,
stuff, yeah.
and that was like part of the trivia for those two cards.
Oh man, yeah, that's like a cover page story. Is
So when you're
breaking news.
7, it's really cool, and then when you're
Looking
29,
23.
when you're 23, looking. Oh, I just revealed my age. Oh no! Why did I do that? You tried covering up.
I
for
did.
me.
I tried.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
tried to jump on that grenade for you there.
It's my old age. I'm losing my.
Exactly. Yeah. Once you turn 30,
My
it's just gone.
skills.
Yeah. Also, yeah. He says Eevee is Eevee and Ho-Oh is Ho-Oh. Back and forth. They're palindromes.
Wait. Oh, wait. Who's Ho-Oh? Is that a newer one? I only did the first
If
one.
Gen 2 Legendary is newer, then
You're
yes.
not talking my language.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
If it's not
Wait,
Gen 1, get out of here.
Belgium. Wait. Who's it?
It's Yo-Yo Ton. Y-O-Y-O. Unless
How
if it's
old are you?
Yo-Yo Ton.
How young are you? Are you staying up late right now? Are you? Well, you said it's like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. there.
Do you have school tomorrow? Should you be in bed? Or are you an adult?
Just all the hard-hitting questions. You see,
Well, 'cause
this
we're in
is
the second
stuff that I
gen, so I'm
did.
wondering their age,
I was too busy talking Pokemon with Yo-Yo last time. I wasn't prodding, poking. Do you have the chat there?
No,
Oh,
I'm
you
just
just
looking
saw
at
it over
your
there. Yeah, I was gonna
cheating,
say,
looking
yeah.
at your
I was like, I didn't set that up there. Yeah,
See,
so
what's
it's
cool about having a lazy eye is you can. I'm not doing it now, but you can cheat without. And then the teacher calls you out, and you're like, "What?" And then your eyes are going other ways. Like, I wasn't cheating.
no, don't worry, right, Dami. I was getting around to it. Right, Dami said
Right,
hello.
Tommy.
We got caught up here yelling at Yo-Yo. But yeah, what's up, right, Dami? I hope you're doing good too. Always good seeing some Pokemon people stopping on by for comics, even though I think all we've mentioned about comics is that they exist still. So
That's okay. We're talking about Pokemon. We're talking about Mike Myers. Yo-Yo's got a cool name.
If you stopped by last time, we cracked open a Pokemon manga. It was the the Pokemon Adventures one, I think it was called, and we came across some great panels, some great art. So I was telling them on that
Wait,
stream,
really?
I'm like, this is basically cutting into like some comic corner nonsense where we look at some of the older books. So Yo-Yo, if again, I know it's late. Yeah, Fat Pikachu we came across.
You should read that.
Tomorrow we'll be looking at the first 4 issues of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Laird and Eastman run, and along with the Raphael one shot. So if you like Turtles, you might want to stop on by then. Although again, I know it's late for you there, so I apologize if you can't make it. But yeah, we're going to be having some fun with that. We'll be cracking that book open, showing off some great panels. I'm really enjoying it so far. Like I said, I knew that the early stuff was definitely a lot more different than the cartoon shows and even the movies if you'd seen them. But I didn't realize it'd be that different, I guess. So yeah, it's really cool seeing it.
It's a good story. I like it a lot, and I like the artwork. What happened?
No, I was just reading what they were typing. Yo-Yo, yeah, exactly. Yeah, right down. We were fat shaming the Pikachu yesterday. There's this little bean Pikachu. I might have to grab the manga before we stop here just to show it off
How
again.
does a Pikachu even get fat? Clearly, the trainer's not letting it Pokemon enough.
I mean, yeah, if it's stuck in the Pokeball, it just retains the shape of the Pokeball. So, and Yo-Yo mentions, I'm gonna be honest, I actually just read most of the comics. I'm not too invested in it. I just like reading in general. Yeah, I mean, no worries. That's the thing is, even if you don't read the comics that we pick for the week, we give it a review at the start, and then if you want to read them, you could cut it off right there and come back later. Or if you never read it, we kind of recap it, so we get to show off some of the pages, kind of chapter by chapter, say what we liked, what we didn't like, what happened. So
Well, the turtle stuff, the artwork is just so
yeah.
badass. I love Kevin Eastman's artwork.
I was gonna say, even though we got off our kick of manga, we somehow got back to a just black and white comic. Although they do have the color versions, which are actually it's really cool. Like
Mine's colored.
yeah, I just have the black and white one, but
But you know what? I didn't even think of this. They're actually very comparable to mangas in the way they read too. They're
Yeah.
very quick, very small word bubbles. Not like a Silver Age. Marvel
Yeah,
book.
exactly. Yeah, not that dense. But yeah, yeah, exactly. Bless you. Yo-Yo says they saw a video on YouTube from us guys. Feel free to check out. The website might still be down right now, but pastimes.net/social. The website was acting up earlier, but that's all of the people who use that service. But pastimes.net/social. We've got links to like all of our YouTube archive videos.
Yeah, we're on YouTube, so like, subscribe, and
Mhm.
do all that. But we also have an Instagram, and we're gonna start doing more on the
Exactly.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And so you should Instagram us.
Exactly. Our Instagram information also on there too, so you can follow us on there. Yeah, like Johnny said, it's been a little dead kind of recently, but Johnny and I think are going to try and shake things up a bit, more content on there too. So, but yeah, Yo-Yo says that's YouTube videos is where they saw Johnny for the first time too.
God
You,
bless
you never forget the first time you saw Johnny.
I don't. Every morning when I wake up and look in the mirror, I'm like, wow, it's so great.
Exactly,
Every
yeah.
day. It's just
looking 23-ish.
every day, man. It's like you get the same age every day. Wow. Wait until next week, though, when I'm shaved and clean cut. It's going to be so
And just
different.
looking like a baby again.
It's true. Like a child.
Benjamin Button Johnny. But yeah, let's get into it. What's so I mentioned at the top there, not a lot of comics. The one main comic that did come out, I mean, there was a few indie ones. Some Vampirella, Red Sonja.
Some Vampirella.
All
there was like
American.
40 Vampirellas. But of the same issue, just different covers. There was a lot.
Yeah, it happens. You know, sometimes you need the variants. But I'd say probably the standout issue for this week is the Negan Lives. So
Oh, that was cool.
that was-
That was as cool as I wanted
that was
it to
pretty
be.
awesome. All right, thanks everybody for joining us. We're gonna cut it off right there.
See
Doesn't
you
get any better
later.
than that. Yeah.
So yeah, Negan Lives, man. It's like this one shot, kind of came out of nowhere. 3 different covers. I mean, same cover, different font, color, silver.
Yeah.
I,
So
you know, the
that's
red's cool. I don't like gold. You know what this reminded me of, man? And we got some over there. Is that when they did Spider-Man #1 by McFarlane,
yeah.
and there's a gold, a silver, and a standard, and like I love the silver one. The standard's cool. The gold one looks like crap to me.
Yeah. I mean, it is preference. Although in this case, it does. You know, there is a kind of value denoted behind it because. So we've got the red one. The red one is the standard one. Also, I just noticed that's pretty clever. They've got the bat and the G there. I didn't actually get a chance to look at it that closely.
Oh,
You done did it again, boys.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. In the
And you
negative
can even
space of the
see
G, it's a bat. So
It's
that's
hard to
clever.
tell in the image, but you can see the barbed wire notches.
Oh, nice. There it is. Oh yeah, it is subtle. But yeah, all right, there we go. I take it back. Greatest comic ever.
#1.
But so the red
By
one
far.
is the base cover one. And then the silver one at the bottom there, that one is every comic book store that ordered or got the comics gets 2 of those. And then the gold one is every comic book store that ordered them gets 1 of them. So there is a kind of rarity associated with those.
It's true.
If you're interested in those ones, I think unfortunately we might already have buyers for all 3 of them. The 1 gold and 2 silver. A lot of our subscribers are kind of into that, and you know it was kind of a first come first serve thing. So those ones might be claimed, but we do still have plenty of the red ones. Exactly, yeah, hide those away. But we've got the red ones still. So yeah, and we were talking about Walking Dead the last time. I forget if it was on camera and off because spoilers. That might be that's eventually going to be an upcoming comic book club book. Is probably like the early, you know, like maybe the first couple trades of Walking Dead. But
Hell yeah.
but yeah, you know, it ended. The series ended kind of abruptly, or at least unforeseen, at 193. And they said that they weren't going to be doing any more Walking Dead content. Basically, like, you know, just kind of like wrapping it up, leaving it there. But there was kind of this surprise one shot that came out, and again, like it wasn't really announced. Like nobody knew that there was coming, and also they gave them out basically for free to comic book stores as kind of a thank you, and also a way to kind of help, you know, comic stores, you know, get a little like extra income during, you know, all the quarantine and downtime. So like that was the big part of the news story, was not only that it's coming out, but that, you know, like stores got like them basically for free based off of how many of, I think, 193 that they ordered. So that's a pretty nice thing. Yeah,
That is cool. Yeah, and I'm also imagining that they like thought, man, we can squeeze one more round of money out of these people. And they're right.
Although they're not making anything out of it. That's the thing. It's just a bonus.
Profit for us.
Yeah, it's a
That is a nice thing. I give them full marks.
Now that I see it's free money, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool, man. So if you're into The Walking Dead or you're into Negan, because Negan's a really cool character. Even in the show, Jeffrey Dean Morgan kind of nailed him. I do like that, but the comic version is way cooler. Like, he's ruthless, dude. Absolutely vicious. What do we got going on?
No, yeah, I was distracted by a couple of Yo-Yo Tons messages about first name, full name, but that's the question. I hope you don't mind me asking me. But the tattoo on your left is that inspired by The Simpsons? Close, but not quite. It's I'm sure it's just enough that would make Johnny angry.
Oh no, you ruined the streak. The last two people that asked me about my tattoo, they're like, "Is that Zap Brannigan from Futurama?" And I said, "Hell yes, it is." And then you know what I tell them? I said, "You know what? So many people come up to me and ask if it's a Simpsons character, and when they ask me if it's Simpsons, I say, you don't watch."
Exactly.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, you asked, did I make him mad? No, not mad. So yeah, exactly. We're just teasing. Also, to be fair, like honestly, it might be maybe it's a cultural thing. I mean, I assume obviously Simpsons is pretty global, but I don't know. Is Futurama something that they have in Belgium? I mean, I would assume maybe, but also, again, to their credit, it is the same artist. So.
Oh yeah, it totally looks the same, and he's clearly based off of like.
Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Troy McClure, like same face shape and everything. So yeah, this is the Simpsons tattoo though, the moth one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from the first episode. I don't know if there's a glare. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
but that's
the heart with
tattoo.
MOTH of mother kind of.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they say Futurama is something not as popular. That's true. Yeah. So again, that's why I wasn't sure if I mean I assume it made it out there, but I don't know how well known it is over there. But
like it?
Close enough. Yeah. What's your favorite Simpsons episode?
What is your favorite Simpsons episode? Holy crap! What's your favorite Simpsons episode?
Is that to me too?
Yeah, now you just asked. I'm asking you. Hell yeah.
Well, to keep it comic related, I do remember I had a lot of the the BOGO Simpsons comics.
Yes.
Those ones, because Simpsons Simpsons was just generally a very formative TV show for me. So like I had a bunch of the books and comics. Like there was the Bart's Guide to Everything that I definitely remember having and cherishing and rereading that one a lot. I was going through my bookshelf recently, so that's what popped in my head because I was thinking of things to get rid of because I'm kind of sentimental with some of that stuff. Like I hold on to books. I'm like, I'm never gonna read this book again, but I liked it. Like it's Redwall. How could I get rid of Redwall? I read that in grade school. So Simpsons I was a huge fan of, especially the comics too. Oh man, I definitely would have thought of this one.
Right.
I think I liked the one where Bart fell in love with this one girl. I assume it's the
babysitter.
No, I was thinking of
daughter.
Reverend Lovejoy's daughter. Yeah.
And
exactly. Yeah, and they mentioned and that she was kind of playing with his mind and stuff. Yeah, that's a rough one.
You know what scene I always loved in that?
It's a toxic relationship. Yeah.
When they're sitting in front of the gym with the fat people on the treadmill and they're eating ice cream in the window. It's mean, but it's funny. And then he's at their dinner and he's like, "But," and they take him out and he's like, "But."
He's like, he's saying it again. Yeah, there's that word.
That's a good episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say not that there's anything wrong with that. I just definitely would have thought that one. But yeah, I'm like, that is a pretty solid one. And yeah, she was pretty mean.
Who voices her? Isn't it Sarah Michelle Gellar?
I think so. Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was a celebrity because that was a one-off character. We don't really see that character again. So
I think it's Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Man, favorite one. There's so many good ones.
We have the computer this time. I can look it up.
Yeah.
Who voiced Reverend?
Google. Who was Reverend Lovejoy's daughter? As for mine, I don't know, man. There's too many good ones. An easy one is probably the monorail episode, or I'm not a fan of baseball, but I'm a fan of the baseball episode. If nothing else, just because of the song at the end. Yeah,
Do you know? I just tried watching it this weekend for a second time, and it's not available anywhere on the internet right now. Do you know? Okay. First off, do you know that episode got inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame 2 years ago?
I didn't know that's even something that could be done, but no.
Not only was it done, they then, this is what I'm talking about, they made this 60-minute documentary about the episode, and they got Bob Costas, do you know who Bob Costas is?
I know of him, yeah.
Yeah, the sports announcer who's been announcing since he was 18 years old, and he's an old man now. They got him to do this documentary, and they got all 9 players
from
the episode to come, and they treat it like it was a real baseball
Nice.
season that happened. Like when they're interviewing Costas, he's like, "Oh, the isotopes, they were on fire." They all did it
All right,
like
that's
dead
pretty
serious.
good. I would definitely look that up. I'll
Oh,
probably
it's
have to
so
watch
good.
that.
So I tried watching it with a buddy this weekend, and it's not available. Fox has it on lock. You
The
cannot-
actual Simpsons, the actual episode.
Not
or the
the
documentary?
documentary.
Oh, that's a
So
bummer.
even on their website, you can find where it is, but it says not accessible right now. So
We'll
We'll
hunt that down.
find
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
it's so
Maybe
good.
we'll have a Discord like viewing party of that one because that does sound awesome. But
I
yeah,
love
so it wasn't the Little League. It was that they ask is it on Amazon maybe.
Oh.
But
It's not. I looked.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So it wasn't the Little League episode. It was the episode where it was
It was Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep was the Reverend's daughter.
Yeah.
That's quite a get. But no, the episode was the power plant had their own like kind of intramural baseball team, and yeah, they hired a bunch of baseball ringers to be like to work at the plant for like a month so that they could sit, because it's an employees only baseball game, but Mr. Burns wanted to win, so
I love when he's going back and forth with the other millionaire. He's like, let's make it interesting. He's like, all right, how about $1 million? And he's like, that's not interesting. Wait, did you say $1 million? Oh, I thought this was going to be one of those things where we started with a small amount and went back and forth. No, $1 million is just fine. Wait, also, speaking of Meryl Streep, I'm going to blow your mind right now.
sure.
If you don't know this fact, you know the movie Hook?
Yes, we've talked about that.
We talked about Hook.
Yeah.
Do you know the thing with Hook?
What's the thing with Hook?
Okay. Hold on. This scene from Hook with this pirate right here, this pirate that gets thrown in the boo box
Sure.
because he denounces Hook. Do you know who this pirate is?
Do not.
It's freaking Meryl Streep, dude. I found this out when I was like 25. I was like, there's no way that's true. Meryl Streep plays that male pirate in Hook that gets thrown in the boo box, and they throw the little scorpions in there because he says Hook couldn't steal Peter Pan's kids. You said I couldn't steal his children. Meryl Streep!
There you go. You says I was 20 years old when I found out. So today,
Hell yeah, dude!
today years old.
I
Yeah.
was 23 looking years old.
I had to Google that movie apparently. Yeah, like I know of Hook. I never really watched it, so that's over my head. But that
We should do a viewing party of that. I have a Hook tattoo!
I was gonna say, yeah, I remember that was one of the what got into it a bit ago.
Well, and I had that comic. Remember I found
Yeah.
the first issue?
Exactly. That's right. Comic books. That's what we're here
Comic
about.
related.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got the Negan Lives as far as the issues. That's kind of the main thing to look for this week. Beyond that, here I'll
Yeah. Thank you.
pass the torch here.
I'm excited as hell about this.
I was gonna say, yeah, we got some trade paperbacks. This one, I know, I think both of us have these ones. I got to dip into them a little bit more, but
Well, actually, I was going to talk about how I don't have them.
oh,
There was a reason I don't have these, and I will talk about that.
Oh,
but
I assume.
this is
omnibus.
You're on the right path, buddy. This is What If, the complete collection, Volume 4, which actually wraps up the series. So What If was a series from 1977 was the first one.
Yeah.
Ran for 47 issues, and what they do is it's each issue is a different question. Like, we're gonna open one randomly right now. What if Conan the Barbarian were stranded in the
Oh,
20th?
hell yeah! No, that
century?
cover is so good. I love
That is
that
an
one.
awesome cover.
There's Conan just holding a revolver right at you.
Okay, this was a Hulk one. This will be cool. What if
The Hulk.
What if
Lost
the
his
Hulk
pants.
went berserk? What if the Hulk went berserk?
Charlie, where's Charlie?
Charlie in the chat.
Yeah, Yo-Yo. We read Berserk, the manga, the first 3 books as part of a read book club the other week. So
We're definitely gonna read 2 eventually.
yeah, I was gonna say once that one comes in, because that one we're waiting on some reorders for. Because like Johnny said, like it kind of goes in and out of print, but it's something that they're gonna always have being printed.
Yes.
It's just it kind of like it surges in popularity. So like it's kind of out of stock, so they reprint them and then we get more. So
And actually, I'm sorry.
oh no, I was gonna say so we're just kind of waiting on some of the restock. The other ton asks how's that called? So this is What If is the name of the series. It was a Marvel series that, like Johnny said, each issue had a specific kind of like alternate reality question. Like one of the big ones was like, what if Gwen Stacy lived?
What if Uncle Ben lived? That's what this one is.
There we go. Yeah, like
That's a cool. I want to read that one.
so it's kind of like It's loosely. Oh, that's what happened. It's basically like kind of semi-official, like how would the timeline or characters have changed if big events didn't happen or had happened or happened differently. Yeah, like it says they say that's cool actually. Like I was a big fan of it too because like the same with DC. DC has like Elseworlds, which is basically kind of like alternate realities of like Batman, Superman. There's like Superman Red Sun, which is kind of a pretty famous story, is basically an Elseworlds too, which is that one is basically what if Superman landed in Russia instead of America. So he becomes like an icon of like the Communist Party, and like it's his life, being a Superman of the people and all that fun stuff. So
they're doing an animated movie of that either just came out or it's coming out really soon. Also, real quick, the final cover, I've always thought this was a badass cover. It's by Bill Sienkiewicz, who we've talked about.
Yeah.
It's what if Loki had found the hammer of Thor?
Yeah.
I love that cover, man. That's really great Bill artwork right there.
Because also, if you're a fan of the Marvel Universe, I think it's going to be a TV show or a streaming show that is the What If series. So I think that one's actually
animated.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a cartoon version. So it's basically like like that says, what if, different things would have happened to characters.
But Volume 4 comes out tomorrow. We got it today. We have all 4 volumes.
Yeah.
So if you want them, we can sell them to you.
There we go. Yo-Yo mentions, they say, if I wish I lived closer, I would have come to pick this up. Yeah, I mean, we do shipping. I don't know what the rates are, FedEx to Belgium, but if that's something that you're seriously interested in, we definitely look at our best rate for you.
We'd give you some type of deal if you bought all 4.
Yeah, definitely. And cause, also Yo-Yo, out of curiosity, like our kind of our pulse in Europe. What is it like comic book wise? Like, do you guys get a lot of are comic stores that big there? I know like in the UK and stuff like that it is, but Belgium I'm not too familiar with. Like, I don't know what the kind of comic book culture is like there. So
I hear they have a real bitch of a time getting the omnibuses. I'm serious. I heard that's a really big thing. And like the direct market covers, I hear they're near impossible to get across seas. Like by the time they make
definitely. We kind of touched on it a bit during all of the DC breakup stuff because one of the things when DC was cutting off with Diamond was the fact that like, well, how are European stores going to get DC Comics if the other distributors don't really have a way to get in there or at least get it in there with a reasonable price. So I know that obviously getting comics overseas could be kind of tougher. They mentioned we actually have some in bigger cities. We have a comic book festival called Facts. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that one, but yeah, it's we'll see. We'll have to Yo-Yo. We'll have to try and raise some money so Johnny and I could join you at Facts 2021. Be there or be square.
I would totally go. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm down,
I would do that.
I'm down for any kind of. I mean, like we go to a lot of the comic book conventions here. Like the big one that we have here is C2E2. That's the big Chicago-based one. And then there's obviously like Comic-Con, New York, San Antonio, or sorry, not San Antonio, San Diego. There's probably a comic convention in San Antonio too, to be fair.
They have a Dragon Ball Fest in San Antonio.
Oh yeah?
Somewhere in Texas, yeah.
What's that like?
Probably really lame, and I would love every second of it.
Exactly, yeah.
Lame in the best way. A bunch of men my age dressed as Goku.
Exactly, yeah. Living the dream, baby. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, because I'm always curious, like what it's like with comic book stores out there.
What if Mike lived in Belgium?
Yeah, comic books are really hard to put your hands on in Belgium. Yeah, like it's also I would assume that I assume they're not really getting the monthly issues too. I would assume it would be a lot of kind of like this stuff of just like the trade paperbacks and collected editions because it's a little bit easier to get those. I mean, on a regular basis because otherwise I feel like maybe you'd be like a week or two behind on the other ones, or they'd have to expedite the shipping. I'm not sure how it is in Europe, but
a lot of stuff that I've sold on my own previously on eBay and stuff. I have shipped a lot of stuff to South America. They love Marvel Comics down there, and I think they have to buy them on places like eBay.
Yeah, like that's the bummer. Is a lot of times, it's just kind of second market is the way that you get it. Also, they mentioned one thing is you can't enter the festival without wearing cosplay. That's actually kind of a cool rule. We'll have to start working on our. We'll get it. We've got a year to advance because nobody's really having festivals till then. So yes.
Although now that we have a comic show, are we not figures of comic book culture?
Exactly. Well, no. To be fair, I see where you're going with this, but to be fair, I'll cosplay as Johnny Johnny will cosplay as me.
Exactly.
So there we go.
That's what I'm thinking.
It works out.
I would totally do that.
I'll have to start working on getting some tattoos on my arms here. So
I will have to start
removing
tattoos.
tattoos.
I'll start getting mine off.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm healed by the time.
Yeah, yo. Yeah, if you're getting the.
I love that.
I was gonna say also, do you have anything that you prefer to be called other than Yo-Yo? I'm just shortening your screen name there. So but they mentioned they can't visit the site. Yeah, you're probably getting the error 503, forbidden
zone. Forbidden zone.
Yeah, you've entered the forbidden zone. Yeah, the FBI are on their way. But yeah, for whatever reason, the service that hosts our website, like apparently today they've just been kind of down all across the board. So it is a bummer, but fortunately, like it was working yesterday when I was referring to everybody to the YouTube stuff. So yeah, bad gateway. Thank you. It's been a bad gateway. But yeah, so hopefully later today they'll have that fixed. We sent them an email. It's an issue that they know of because, like I said, like all of their sites are kind of down, which is a bummer. But they're definitely working on getting that back up. So hopefully tomorrow, pastimes.net and pastimes.net/social will be working. Email still works if you want to yell at me at email. So you can always shoot an email to comics@pastimes.net. Yeah, Yo-Yo mentions, one, we could use the name Yo-Yo, so thank you, just always making sure. But two, that Johnny starts growing his hair and Mike gets the Simpsons tattoo.
I like that idea. What Simpsons tattoo would you get? I've thought of
Oh, man.
I still might get. I would totally get the Stonecutters logo on my ass. I would do it.
I was going to say, as a Freemason, I think that's something that I would have to get.
Oh, you should.
I was going to say, like, that's
the other big
a
one's
clever...
the Hellfish, you know.
Yeah, but that's a little too like too cliche. I think
I
like
would agree.
that's the thing. I think that's part and why I haven't really gotten any tattoos is because usually like if I were to get something like based off of like the comics or whatever, I would try and find something that's like maybe subtle enough or like not just an overt like here's a Batman symbol. You know what I mean?
We should get Radioactive Man tattoos.
Speaking of comics and Simpsons, yeah.
Well, you know what I have in my box over there that I found in August was that Radioactive Man.
I was gonna say I know we've got that one.
That's a great episode. 3 Men in a Comic Book.
So here's what I would go was if we're talking Simpsons and subtle references and comics, I would have to go for Biclops instead. Wow. Doesn't even smack right.
Oh my god, dude.
Because also, I mean, one, I was always a fan of Cyclops growing up as far as the X-Men, and two, I don't know, I always liked Milhouse and like the.
Milhouse is awesome, dude.
Hell yeah, Charlie in the chat coming in at just the right time. It's something about us talking about Simpsons just summoned Charlie. But he mentions how about Skinner entering the Endgame as your tattoo? Yeah, kind of like the pathetic look that he has, like in that meme. Yeah, Charlie. I literally just mentioned Biclops, so yeah, you perfect timing.
It's not me; it's the children that are wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I was saying Biclops would be a great subtle Simpsons tattoo that I would get. It doesn't even smack right, but yeah, because I liked Cyclops growing up as far as the X-Men characters, and the idea of that one always just, I don't know, it tickled me. So.
Wait, you're gonna love this if you like Milhouse. The other day, someone I follow on Instagram. You're gonna know right where I'm going with this. He posted a picture of a bunch of Pogs. Mm-hmm. So I commented, and I was like, Alf is back in Pog form, and the kid like replied back. He's like, "You have Elf Pogs," and I'm like, "I'm gonna be real with you, man. That was a Millhouse quote. I don't have any Pogs. Exactly, I thought you'd get the joke. I'm sorry."
Exactly, yeah. How is somebody who collects Pogs not
into
familiar with the? I'm not even. You don't even have to know the Simpsons. I think you would just know that quote by now, right? Like if you're
like a pretty popular quote.
I can't believe that the Pog subculture is that dense where nobody has used that as like kind of the go-to like meme of like, oh, they're back in Pog form. Like, how is that not like something that every Pog collector knows? Like, so that's shame on him is what I'm getting at here.
We should get Elf Pog tattoos. That's a subtle Simpsons one. Oh man, I would love an Elf Pog tattoo.
Oh man, you know what?
Pog is such a weird word.
Charlie knows that we had a weird affinity with Elf, but if you want some Elf trading cards to be open on stream, that might be a possibility.
Oh, can I show the cards that Davis gave me today?
Sure, yeah.
This is cool. One of our coworkers, I'm really appreciative of this. This was awesome. He was like, "Hey, I got something for you." I was like, "All right, what? Cool."
Here, you show this off. I'm going to run these over there real quick.
Yeah, it's fine. So he handed these to me, and they were sealed. I totally busted them open. They're They're playing cards, but they're 1996 to 1997 NHL hockey playing cards. Because me and him talk, I like sports, and so does he, and I don't think everybody here does. It's a nerd shop. So sports and nerd don't always go together, and that's cool. But he gave me these cards, man, and they're badass, dude. Like, they're vintagey, like Mario Lemieux. I mean, there's some cool Eric Daze on the Blackhawks, dude. He looks like he's like 20 years old. He's like Yo-Yo's age. Like, that's Yo-Yo on there. Scoring 50 goals.
Signed by Yo-Yo.
No, he didn't score 50 ever.
Oh. Yeah.
But he was the last Blackhawk to score 40 before Patrick Kane did. Pretty cool. Joe Sakic, man. I don't know if any of y'all know any of these people, but they're pretty good hockey players, man. Jeremy Roenick, when he was still in the Hawks, JR, he's the last Blackhawk to get 100 points in the season before Patrick Kane. He actually did it back-to-back years, which Kane did not do. Oh, you bringing over that? Let me show off one more player.
Yeah.
I think there's one more is right at the bottom.
Yo-Yo says they have no clue about hockey, so this is just Johnny yelling.
I'm cool with that. You don't even know who Wayne Gretzky is? Look up the song Wayne Gretzky by Goldfinger.
How is he not the ace of spades?
That's actually true. They gave it to Mario Lemieux, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I think Gretzky's kind of the ace of spades.
Yo-Yo mentions hockey is really unpopular here. Although Charlie, on the other hand, says, nice dude, Daze and Lemieux, that's sick. So, oh man,
Wait, what's the
Roenick,
biggest-
he says Roenick is the man, so.
Roenick is the man. Also, did you know Roenick isn't in the Hall of Fame? And I didn't know that until some kid came in here who bought comics, and we were talking, and something about Blackhawks got brought up, and then Jeremy Roenick, and he's like, he's not in the Hall of Fame. And I was like, yeah, kid, he is. And he's like, no, he isn't. And I looked it up, and I felt like the biggest dumbass in the room, which I was.
It's okay. You and Charlie can talk about hockey. I think Yo-Yo and I will be here talking about, like, turtles or something like that.
But you know what we can all talk about? Is
X-Men?
The Master of Magnetism.
Well, they couldn't see that yet, but I was going to say, check out this sweet Magneto bust that we've got here. And you may say, oh, that's probably just how it looks on the cover. You know, that's just, you know, some concept art. Surely it can't look that great. Can't it?
It can.
Can't
and
it?
it do.
Now, let me get them right up in there.
Bro, I couldn't believe how badass this was. I saw this in the preview magazine a few months ago. I was thinking about it, and I definitely saw that and the Wolverine one. And I didn't know Mike ordered that for the store, and we got it in today. And I was like, can we bust that open? And we did, and it's so cool.
Yeah, because even I was like, I don't think it's gonna look as like cool, like cell shaded, like cartoony in real life, and yet
It does. So it looks so cool that immediately I was like, well, I gotta order the Wolverine one. And we literally went on Diamond's website and ordered me the Wolverine one immediately.
it's like, yeah. So we've got Magneto, we've got Wolverine coming in.
Did we get two? One for the store?
Wolverine, yeah. So we'll have, or do you mean Magneto?
No, I thought Wolverine. Didn't you order two?
Yeah, we ordered two.
Yeah,
So
we
yeah,
got one
you'll get
coming
one.
from the
Yeah,
store.
exactly. Yeah, so we've got Wolverine coming in too. So
One for me.
exactly, yeah.
Oh, wait, can I show off my Wolverine thing?
Yeah, I was
too?
gonna say, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
hear. Do you want to? How about this? I'll let you drop this one off over there.
Dude.
Careful, don't easy
Don't
on the
drop them
Yeah,
off.
it's like, oh.
Oh, because these are very valuable and very
Yeah.
fragile.
I was
The
gonna say,
resin.
it's $60. It's 1 in 3,000. So that one
And
we
it is
had.
numbered on the bottom, 622. out of
Exactly. Yeah. So if
3,000.
you're looking specifically for 622, don't worry, we got you covered here.
And I think this is hand painted, as Royce pointed out.
Yeah. That's why it's like, you know, more expensive, and
It's
also like
awesome.
like the detailing is there because it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I might end up ordering a Magneto one too because it's really cool.
Yeah, Yo says it looks really good, or it looks so good. Also, Charlie says, how about that Fantastic Four cameo with Magneto? I don't know if I get that one. Or is that? I'm getting a note from Johnny. Charlie, you want to maybe give us a bit more info there? But yeah, we got
free.
exactly spoiler free.
Oh, we should show up that Ghibli book. Although I might buy that too.
Sure, show them off.
I will. So yeah, we have this, and we can order more. This is still available, but like we have this, and Wolverine is like my dude. He's my favorite. He's probably my favorite character of like any comic thing. It's Wolverine. And we have this PVC statue that like I'm buying. This thing, it's I think also $50. It's a Diamond Select, so these are or Diamond Gallery. That's the Diamond Select. So it's a really cool PVC statue. Here's a picture of it on the back without like all the plastic glare. I love brown suit Wolverine. Anything brown suit Wolverine, like I'm sold on. Yellow suit's cool, the brown suit's better. And so there's this one, and then there's a second one that I ordered.
Sorry, no, Charlie just clarified. Go on. I was laughing.
No, you're good. There's a second one that I ordered Vince Brown Still Wolverine, where he has like the samurai samurai
yes,
outfit
yeah,
next to
yeah.
him. It's
That
really
one is,
cool.
and that one is also like pretty cheap too because you get
Yeah.
Wolverine, you get like
It's almost like two
the
characters.
samurai bust in and of itself. Yeah, like he's got the full armor and everything. Like that's a set in and of itself. But yeah,
Yeah, so I'm gonna have those. So I'm really excited to be buying this from here. So I'm happy that we got this.
Hell
That
yeah.
Magneto, dude. I was saying this earlier. Every week I come in here to make money and end up spending more than I make. Like that's how this job
yeah.
works.
that's
And I
that's
love
how
it.
that's how we fall into the trap.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
even know how I pay my bills.
exactly. You just hand your landlord a Magneto bust at the end of the month and say, please let me be
One of 3,000,
one
man,
more
trust me.
month, please. But yeah, Charlie clarifies. He says you definitely do. It was the cartoon. So yeah, it was an old Fantastic Four cartoon, like in the what was that 60s, 70s,
Okay.
where Magneto gets held up with a wooden gun. He's like, "Oh, you fool! I'm Magneto, the master of magnetism. You can't get me with a gun." And then like the cop's like, "It's a wooden gun," and just pow, and then
Wait, I watched. I mentioned this to you off screen. I watched X-Men: Dark Phoenix this weekend. Which
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about separately because boy, have I got stuff to say about that. But it got me thinking about the other X-Men movies. The whole thing with X-Men 1 and 2, where Magneto's in the plastic prison, that's awesome. What
Yeah.
a great. Those first two are so good.
how about those later ones though, Johnny?
I love Days of Future Past
Well,
and First Class.
How about those later ones? I love Logan. No, a little later, please.
Deadpool 2, that's the most recent one. And I watched Deadpool 2 this weekend, and it's, you know what? That one's really good. I totally got to say that. Because we were ragging on the first one. No, the second one's good.
Okay.
And it definitely has a lot more characters. And, like, the amount of cool characters they have in there makes it better.
Gotcha.
Like, there's, like, 7 or 8 mutants. Like, that's pretty cool. Anyways.
So real quick, one, welcome back, Yo-Yo. Troy says, speaking of Brown Suit Wolverine, have you seen the pilot of X-Men cartoon they made prior to X-Men? The animated
Yes.
series taking off? Very thick Aussie accent.
What Pride of the X-Men, Pryde, because it was
Okay.
about Kitty Pryde. Yes, Pride of the X-Men. Yes, I did. How I had that was here, Johnny Secrets. Here we go. Before the X-Men animated series was officially released on DVD, I had bought a bootleg set off of eBay as a kid. Actually, my parents bought it for me for Christmas one year when I was like 13.
Okay.
I still have those. I'll never get rid of them, even though they don't really work. You have to watch them on a computer. But, so it had the whole, whatever it is, like 66 episodes of X-Men, I think, or 76, whatever it is. But then at the end of the last disc, the guy who bootlegged them added on the Pride of the X-Men.
Hell yeah.
So I watched it, and I remember watching it and being like, I want the rest of that series.
Well,
Only a pilot. They didn't get past that.
Wow.
But he did have the accent. You're right. It was weird.
Hats off to the guy who bootlegged you and gave you that freebie there. So
I also had the full series of Invader Zim bootlegged. And there was that bonus episode that wasn't released, and I had it before everybody else did.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's all, you can
exactly.
stream it. Unless it's that Simpsons episode. Documentary.
Then that's gone. Yeah, Charlie. I don't know. I think you got in after this. I don't know if you saw this or heard of that. Have you seen or heard about this? It was a documentary about the
Homer at Bat episode.
Yeah, the Homer
of
at Bat,
Simpsons, where he's the softball player.
yeah, they do like a proper like 30 under 30 or 30 yeah.
Yeah, that's
Or
what it
30
was
for
like.
30,
It was
yeah.
like a 30 for 30 of the Simpsons documentary. It was with Bob Costas. And the episodes in the Hall of Fame.
Yo-Yo Ton with a question. Yo-Yo Ton said they liked Deadpool also. I wasn't that big on it. Maybe that's just me. And I haven't seen Deadpool 2, but I mean, I assume that the second would be a little bit better because better funding and more kind of backing. Whereas like
You could tell it had more funding.
Yeah.
Actually, do you? I don't know if it's a spoiler. Do you know who the antagonist is?
is it not Domino?
No.
Or-
Domino is
well,
so.
So I was gonna say, I know it's. I know.
badass.
I can. We've got in our sightline here the Deadpool 2 poster on the wall, but I know because it was Cable, and I know Domino was there too, but I didn't
I
know.
don't
I
think
think.
the dude I'm talking about is on the poster.
Okay, maybe I don't then.
Yeah. Do you want to know or no?
I don't. You don't want to spoil it to Yo-Yo. They've already seen the first one, but
Oh, you haven't seen the second?
I don't know. They haven't mentioned. Troy says he also got the VHS of X-Men animated series.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, we were talking about that last week. Those were cool. I might even go on eBay and buy those old VHSs just to buy them because they're
Hell
cool
yeah.
to have. Because it's X-Men and I just like buying stuff.
Speaking of liking to buy stuff, because also I got the question from Yo-Yo. Do you guys have any comics that you think are really underrated? Yes, I
Really?
do. I've got a series that I was just talking to Johnny about. And speaking of just buying it, I'd gotten another set because, man, what a cool set
Oh, yes.
of Batman the Cult. Yeah, always good here. The best way to see it is on my screen in a in a webcam. But Batman the Cult is a four issue miniseries. It's by Jim Starlin and art by Bernie Wrightson. So it's amazing writer, amazing artist, and it's just a small little like self-contained miniseries story that like you don't have to know any prior knowledge for Batman beyond who's Batman, Gotham City, and you're good to go. And it's a cool like almost horror style. Like there's a lot of like cool things that happen in it. Great visuals because Bernie Wrightson is a horror like kind of pulp comic artist that I really love, and so like you get a lot of his kind of weird macabre style on all of that. And yeah, it's one that's underrated.
Macabre? What does that mean? Like a macabre of corn, like you had for dinner?
Exactly. I had my corn on the macabre.
That sounded funny. That was funny.
But yeah, that one's definitely underrated because like we were just looking at it today too. Like, it kind of isn't really well known, and then also like I was looking to try and get like a trade paperback of it for the store because we used to kind of carry them for a bit. But they're out of print. They haven't done any other ones. There's no new printing since like the last set of books that were printed for it was like 2009.
Yeah,
So like, and that was the only like trade paperback printing that they had of it. So it's kind of like just you're kind of SOL getting it. So you're gonna have to revert to what I did, which is get some more off eBay. So just because I really like it. So having another copy is always fun. So Yo-Yo mentions they read I read a comic about the Joker in the past. It's been a while though. I actually love the Joker. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific with the Jokester because he's got all sorts of series.
Killing Joke.
I was gonna say, yeah, Killing Joke might be. I don't know if that was the one that you read. If you have any more info, feel free to throw it at us. We might be able to help figure out what series it was. But yeah,
I've never read this, but isn't this Joker Son?
Yeah. Arkham Asylum. Man, speaking of great art, that's Sandman guy, right? The name escapes me, but.
Wow.
Yeah, no, the way in which they depict Joker, I think.
McKeon.
Yeah, Dave McKeon. If you want to show that off, like that is one of the definitely the coolest, creepiest versions of Joker is in because that's also Arkham Asylum. That's our boy Alan Moore.
No, it's Grant Morrison.
Or Grant Morrison. Yeah, sorry, one of those.
Still
one
our
of those,
boy.
Exactly, one of the boys.
Friend of the show.
Exactly.
Personal
Yeah.
friend.
Hey Grant, if you're watching, thanks for stopping by.
Which you usually do on a regular basis.
Yeah, he never really says hi in the chat, but we know he's.
You don't want to get bombarded by the fans. They're just, they're like animals. Not to us.
Exactly. Yeah.
But to Grant.
Yeah.
If I didn't have to be a professional, I'd ask for his autograph every time I see him.
Exactly. Yeah, but
I can't.
Charlie asks, is Magic underrated? Is that one well known? I love that miniseries. I think Magic is kind of underrated, like because I feel like usually the rule of thumb is if you ask anybody kind of on the streets if they've heard of it, like if they were to say like what superhero team is Magic a part of, I'm sure like 9 people out of 10 probably wouldn't know it. Hell yeah. Is that just like some art in the back?
Yeah, it is.
So I'd definitely say Magic is underrated, but like I feel like if you ask people who actually know about comics, they would definitely know it a bit more. Yeah, look at that great. Like this is definitely one of the ones that I was going to suggest too because much kind of like
Jesus.
There's a lot of great art in that one, and it's also just a cool storyline too. Yo-Yo says they don't really have any clue anymore about the Joker one, but yeah, there's a lot of good Joker ones out there. So.
We should talk about this book though, because this just came in today.
Yeah,
This is the newest in the line of new editions of, because literally the 25th anniversary hardcover just came out a year ago.
And I was gonna say, I don't know if you want to show the top part of it too, because that kind of helps get some info here. Because if you see the pages there right now, the black pages are the actual story, and the white pages on the back are that's just kind of bonus content. So it's really cool. Like Johnny was showing off, you've got. You get a lot of the cool, like, just random art related to that. And then,
Really half.
Yeah, which, not that bad because, like, the story in and of itself worth every penny. But then you get about, like, there's interview stuff. It looked like it was
the whole script. Dude.
I was going to say there was the script one with it looked like kind of some annotations on the bottom there, too.
Yeah.
Christina in the chat says, yeah, a long time no see, but somewhat blind and going on blurred vision and sound. Did I miss a sale / can't tell if Johnny got a full stash and buff?
Wow. Yes on the buff.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's
Always buff.
There's been sales. Yes, he's got that stash, and yes, he's been working out.
Wait, I can't believe you said that about the stash though, because earlier I was like, in the mirror this morning, or I don't know, I thought of it this morning. I don't know. I mentioned that to somebody this morning about my mustache. That I thought it was coming in a little fuller if I'm at the right angle. Next week though, haircut and shave. Are you gonna be like, who's this guy?
Exactly. Yeah.
Mike, you look so different.
Exactly. Now I'm definitely blurred vision and sound. Yeah.
Actually, the blurred vision looks like this whole
I
comic.
was gonna say, yeah, like that one. It's like a very like abstract art style in a lot of that stuff.
I've never read this though. We should.
What's it? Maximilian Zeus. That's one of the bad guys in there. He has a really cool scene.
Maximilian Zeus.
Hell yeah! You'll if you get to a lightning area, you'll know that's
Scarecrow.
you've gone too far. Yeah, man, what a great character, Scarecrow.
Mad Hatter.
Yep.
Wow.
Also, that's secretly my favorite Batman Rogues Gallery villain. Look at that. God. All right, that's it.
But yeah, so wait, this anniversary edition, or this not anniversary edition, this is just the newest edition.
Yeah.
Also, for those who care, this actually, you know the absolutes, we have absolute hush.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be an absolute, or did the absolute of this already come out?
I don't know. That one I'm not too sure offhand, but I mean, it definitely deserves one. I think there was one
Yeah.
because I feel like when I was looking for,
I do feel like it came out.
because I think when I searched for this one and ordered it, I think there was an absolute version, which is like $100, $75 one that has a lot of cool stuff with it. But
Well, no, I think this has all of that.
Yeah, I was gonna
material.
say, it looks like that's all
why
the-
I was bringing it up. So, yeah, either that's out already or what. But if you want it in trade paperback, it's available now at your local retailer. Pastimes Comics, Niles, Illinois.
exactly, pastimes.net. Sorry for the link not working. Shoot me an email, comics@pastimes.net. Tell me to put that aside. I'll definitely do that. If I don't jump on that one first, because man, it's been a minute since I've read that one. What's an absolute? Like a deluxe edition? Yeah, so like the absolute
Oh.
edition. I mean, you'd probably
Yeah.
have more info if you want to go grab it.
Yeah,
The Hush one I think should be up there.
It's up there now.
I-
Or down here.
Oh, good point.
I'll
might
find
be,
it.
Yeah, we'll find
I'll
it.
find it.
But
I'll always find it.
yeah, so Yo-Yo, the absolute editions are usually they're hardcovers. They'll often have like a slip case around it to kind of protect it, make it look cooler. And it's also a kind of expanded version, so it's going to be a little bit bigger. We could actually use this for scale if you want to.
Yeah. So this is an absolute, and here's a regular trade paperback.
Yeah, so you get more page space, so it's bigger art. And then yeah, hardcover in a slipcase.
Yeah, it's probably the most definitive way to read the stories that comes in them. So they're actually really great quality books too, because we always talk about that.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll criticize, because I'm an honest guy with this, is recently there was a Swamp Thing by Alan Moore, Volume 1. That one had a lot of issues. If you're into Swamp Thing, wait. Do not buy that absolute until there's a reprint, because like the spine was falling apart. Outside of that, these books are some of the best built books. They're better built than omnibuses. And
Yeah.
I love the omnibus. Like I would, if Marvel had absolutes, I would take those over an omnibus instant. And you know, with some of them, they do creative stuff. Like the Killing Joke one, because it's such a short story, it has two versions because there's a recolored version, so you get the original and the recolored. With Batman Year One, it actually comes with two slim books in the case, and one of them is a recolored version and the other's original, but the paper is very much like an old school comic book.
Oh, like the newsprint kind?
Yes.
Oh, man.
So like that's really cool. And then like the one that I'm looking most forward to, my most sought after one, is The Dark Knight by Frank Miller. Absolute is getting a reprint later this year. That one comes with The Dark Knight and what was the second one? The Dark Knight Strikes Again?
Not Returns, wasn't it?
No, Dark Knight Returns is the first one.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's right. Yeah.
So Dark Knight Returns, and I think it's Dark Knight Strikes Again.
Yeah.
And then there's the Master
third,
Race.
The third one, yeah.
That absolutely includes the first two stories. I don't like the second one. Frank, stop. But that first one, like, that's my favorite Batman story,
that's
so
like
I
a
will
classic.
get it in this version.
Killing Joke also has one as far as Yo-Yo's Boy the Jokester. So
Which I also own. That's the other one that
Yeah.
I own. So that one, oh man, do you know how the cover of The Killing Joke is like the Joker with the camera like facing head on?
yeah.
Dude, the absolute, what Brian Azzarello did for the artwork of the book is like the side has like his profile.
Oh, interesting.
And then the back has like the back of his head with the camera. Like
Brian
that's,
done it again. Yeah, that's clever. Yeah.
that's so clever, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
wait,
I mean,
is it Brian Azzarello who draws that? I
Yeah,
don't know if you're right
yeah,
about that. Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it totally is. Yeah, you're right.
but yeah, so Yo-Yo, it's kind of like a like a 4K like collector's edition of like a movie where like you get like the better like resolution format. You get a bunch of like the extras in the back, like we kind of showed in the absolute the Arkham Asylum there. You get like stuff like the scripts. You get kind of like interviews, different like their process, and a lot of like usually a lot of like either variant cover art or just kind of general like art that they were like whether it's concept art or just art that they used kind of around the story too. So you get a bunch of cool extras with that too. So
yeah, this one has the Jim Lee sketchbook, issue by issue commentary,
yeah,
and Batman's origin. Hint, hint. His parents die in an alley.
I was gonna say we'll never oh boy, you have to read to find
Martha.
out. Wait, you would shout first. You wouldn't have said Martha.
I know. Whatever, man. Come on. I just reenacted like four
Here's
people's
my Elseworlds.
parts.
What if Martha was the only one that got shot? Wait, I was gonna say
That would
that
be,
is one because
Yeah,
there's one where
Flashpoint.
I was gonna, damn it.
Yeah. See, DC already did that. Oh, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan's gonna play that. Have you heard that?
No, that I haven't.
Yeah, well, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan played his dad, and that was like 2 minutes in Batman Superman, which is fine. You got a cool actor to play him. That's cool. But a lot of people want them to do a Flashpoint movie and cast Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne Batman.
Hell yeah.
We should. I've never read that. We should totally read Flashpoint.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I haven't really caught up on the Flashpoint stuff, so I'm down to. Real quick, let me catch up on some Yo-Yo comments here.
Yo.
They mentioned that Assassin's Creed comics apparently have those too. Yeah, like I think there is like some kind of like absolute or omnibus for the Assassin's Creed comics. I don't know if I could call them comics or should I call it books. Either one, really. It's just a matter. I mean,
it's got pages. It's a book. Man.
Exactly. Yeah. Like if you're in like a comic book store, you can definitely call them books too because the comics part is usually understood. Like if you're out and about, like saying I'm looking for some books, saying comics might be a little bit better just so people know like they're talking about it. But here, if you're saying comics or books, I think we get the gist of it.
If you're at Barnes and Noble, say graphic novels because they're.
Although
These are graphic novels. Section.
Graphic novels and trade paperbacks are two different things, though. So
they are, but I think they have them listed as graphic novels.
yeah, they do.
Is
That's which is section. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. Now I'm turning my nose up at you, Barnes Noble. I was just in Barnes Noble the other day.
Why? Oh, because you were like burning their books. I get it.
Exactly. Yeah, destroying the competition.
That's right. Oh,
yeah, it's
cover price, huh?
Exactly.
Dump them all.
There was a comic there that I was looking to get, and I'm like, hey, can I get this like a little cheaper? Like it's pretty dinged up, like the corner, like it's like there's
It'll
like literally dog-eared pages. So like if it's not damaged, I can't give you like a lesser price. So I'm like,
wait, are you for real?
Yeah, I mean, like again, like maybe I was like full on like Karening at that point of like trying to like can I get
it's beat up?
I mean, like yeah, like I don't know, like it's the kind of thing of like I put myself in my shoes here of if somebody grabbed that graphic novel off that trade paperback off of our shelves here and like that was the condition that I was in and they asked for a little bit of off, I'd be yeah, sure. But I mean, again, also I guess that's the thing of like a small store versus like an actual corporation where like I don't know, if it's not damaged, don't do this. Whereas like we could actually have a heart here.
Right. Yeah, Barnes and Noble, don't go there. Shop at Pastimes.
Apparently nobody's going there. Yo-Yo says they'll call them bundles of paper. That totally works too. Yeah. Yo-Yo, what's your favorite bundle of paper? Mine.
That's Spider-Man.
Yeah, mine is the one that has
a bundle of Spider-Man.
Yeah, a bundle of Spider-Man. Also, the Yo-Yo mentions tomorrow I'm going to a bigger city, and I was going to go to a huge mall. Oh man, what are those like?
Yeah, we're in Gulf Mill Mall, which is really depressing.
It's kind of a bummer. Yeah, I feel bad.
Our store's not depressing.
Yeah,
Do you know when I tell people,
we're kind of like the lifeblood. Yeah.
That's what they're like, yo, that mall's depressing. I'm like, but my store is the life
exactly,
of the mall.
Yeah, really.
Not my store, our store.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Please, you're in my store.
Yeah, the one that we work at.
But Yo-Yo also mentions there should be a comic store there. I'll let you guys know what I saw. Awesome. I mean, if it's not too weird, if you take any pictures and if you shoot them to comics@pastimes.net, I would definitely take a look at. We could definitely maybe even show some off, like, because I'm always curious, like, what is the comic book store scene elsewhere? So, like, if you're in a comic book store and if they're fine with you taking photos, like, I would definitely love to see kind of like what they've got there, what's going on, what's like the top 10 books in Belgium. So.
You know what? In one of the groups I'm in, an omnibus group on Facebook, somebody posted pictures. I'm 99% sure it was from Italy a few months ago of a comic book store, and they had a boatload of Marvel omnibuses that were not released here in America
Okay.
yet. And some of them have since been solicited, and so I'm like, ooh, I bet the
Interesting.
other ones that weren't are
Yeah.
coming down the line.
Yeah, some Italiano insight. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
so if there's a Daredevil Silver Age Volume 2 in the next year, you heard it here first.
Exactly, yeah.
folks. And I heard it first from Italy.
From Johnny Italiano.
Johnny Italiano in
Also,
the flesh.
well, wait a minute.
Where's
Speaking
that
of
Johnny
hardcovers,
Dynamite?
speaking of
Yeah,
hardcovers,
where's
it
it
should be
from?
over there. Yeah, it should be right over on the opposite side there of the table. Also, Yo-Yo mentions I can put them in Discord if you guys are okay with that. Yeah, that's totally fine too. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we've got the Discord channel. If you're not in there, feel free to hop in. You can go to pastimes.net/social. Website might be down for today. I'm sorry. But on there, we've got a channel that is all things comic related. We've also got like subcategories for. I usually post every week what the book of the week is for our book club. But yeah, if you if you do go to if you go there and you take some sweet photos, yeah, feel free to pop them in the Discord. I'd love to see that. Then we can just like live comment about them or take a look at them on the next show. But speaking of things to take a look at here. Yeah, hell yeah. I know, I know that you're on it. I was gonna say for anybody else who isn't, but you got to be on there if you want to have Johnny and I yell at you in real time. So, or hop in here,
Tell you all about the hockey you don't care about.
Exactly.
Wait, what's the biggest sport there in Belgium? I meant to ask you that. What's popular there? Soccer? Curling? I'm Scottish, so I don't really think it's that lame. It's part of my people's culture. Do you like curling?
Did you say hurling or curling?
Both, because they have the Highland Games where they hurl.
I was gonna
the
say
big
yeah,
telephone
hurling.
poles.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty impressive.
Soccer.
It is soccer. Cool. Soccer's cool. I like when the World Cup is on. I really enjoy watching the World Cup. That's really an incredible display of athleticism.
Speaking about an incredible display of athleticism.
Look what Mike ordered because
Exactly.
it's badass.
So this is
Boom.
basically if Johnny here was a comic book character.
With one eye.
Yeah, we've got Johnny Dynamite, Pete Morrissey's Wild Man of Chicago.
How insane is that? Some one-eyed guy named Johnny from Chicago.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just
so-
like me, except I've got two eyes.
I was gonna say, is this what's gonna happen when you come back from your haircut? Like, oh, there was a terrible cutting accident. I lost my eye.
Also, I'm a secret agent. now.
Also, I've become like a crime
There's
lord.
also a pool shark. He's playing pool. in
Oh
one of these.
hell yeah! Well, I mean, this is like
Dude, I love the way this looks. Like the paper's really cool. The way the ink looks, like it's not clear. It's not.
yeah, like I'm a
Cleaned
fan
up
of
with
I'm a
a-
fan of when they kind of like whether it is like just a scan of it or they kind of like artificially go in and kind of beat it up a little bit. Like I
Right.
like the distressed look of the old. Like when I get like a facsimile version of like old pulp comics, I want them to look exactly like this.
Yeah.
So
No, it's a really cool looking book, man. I totally think this is an awesome buy.
Also,
Johnny Dynamite.
that's the man. Do we have that
The single
Oh
issue.
no the previews. If you could grab Previews magazine because Yo-Yo mentioned something that reminded me of something that we showed off recently by the Blue Pillar, I think. I'll yell this to you, but they said speaking of sports, do you guys have any WWE stuff too? I was always a big fan of the action figures.
Oh, is that what you want? The
Exactly.
previews
Yeah, I was
for?
gonna say I want to
Yeah.
show off that connection that we had there. But yeah, so we don't really carry that many action figures. We have it's mostly a lot of like the kind of like the busts and stuff like that we kind of showed you, or like the kind of figure pieces. Not as many of the action figures. It's something that we can order. It's just kind of like in our area. That's not really something that's as popular. But there was a figure set that, speaking of WWE, that we came across the last stream that we kind of showed off as we were going through. So what this is that he's got there, this little phone book looking thing, is called Previews Magazine. Every month one of these comes out, and it basically shows you here's what's coming out basically like a month from now or 2 months from now. It's to kind of get like a head start on the comics, because the way in which we order and the way in which they come out, like you kind of need some advance notice.
It's basically the monthly budget meeting for you and your
Exactly.
wallet.
But speaking of something great for you, we've got the Rock and Sock Mankind and Rock box set. The Rock and Sock connection there is sweet because, and we were talking about that too, because Mankind, Mick Foley is definitely one of my favorite. Well, definitely is my favorite wrestler. So when we came across that and showed that off, that was, man, we went on quite a nostalgia trip right there. But yeah,
Love WWF, man.
wrestling stuff, it's still pretty big in America. It's just like I said, the figure's not really something that we carry, but it is something that, like we said in there, like that's something that we can order, and so they're still going strong with cool wrestling figures too. So.
Did you ever have that Titantron toy when we were kids? Man?
Oh, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, it was the big ring, and then like each person
entering the Titantron.
Exactly, yeah.
Hell yeah,
man.
And play the theme music.
Oh man, no, I was gonna say I don't think I still have it. If I do, it's in the garage. I'm also cleaning out my garage, so if I come across that, I'm gonna be
you bring that on show.
Sure to bring that on the show, and then Johnny and I will have a wrestling match because I know I have got Mankind. Of course I would. Yo-Yo says mine is Rey Mysterio, 619 Booyaka Booyaka.
Nice. Do you know Undertaker's the reason I have tattoos all over my arms? Did I tell you that? Remember that? No. When I was a kid.
I don't mean to laugh. Like that's not like a funny thing. I just did not expect it. And because I think it's in my mind, I picture it more as like him coming up to you at some convention and like putting his arm on your shoulder and be like, "Listen, young man, you should start."
Tell you what you need to do with your life.
Exactly. Yeah.
You want to be a taker like me. Start cutting up your arms.
Yeah, riding a motorcycle too.
Yeah, dude. I had a toy when I was in second grade of the Undertaker, and his arms were, covered in tattoos on the toy, and I thought, I'm like, man, that's such a cool thing. Like, that's so cool. And from that point on, like, whenever I made a character in a wrestling game where you could make yourself, I'd always take the Undertaker's tattoos. And I was like, oh, when I'm older, I want full arm sleeves. I want arm sleeve tattoos. 3/4 of the way there.
Exactly. Yeah. Are you happy yet, Undertaker?
Yeah. He won't be happy till I'm completely covered from wrist to shoulder.
Yeah. The second they finish, like, your eyes just, like, roll back into your head like how he does, and you're just like, oh.
Did you see he just retired?
Well, retired.
I know.
Yeah.
Did you know they made him lose at WrestleMania after, like, 20 years? What the hell? Why would you even do it? It's not even real, and you ruin his streak? Well, it's as real as you live.
Hold on, now I gotta catch up with chat. My life is on the line here.
Wait, what's happening?
So one Yo-Yo says they still have the ring and action figures. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, if I come across them, I swear I'll bring in our sweet Titantron thing. Charlie says, would Johnny beat you in a wrestling match, Mike? And then Christina coming in hot here. Johnny would break Mike's arm in wrestling? Hold on now.
Arm wrestling.
Well.
Wait, but we're
arm and arm wrestling. Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, well, yeah, we're not arm wrestling. We're talking like proper wrestling here.
Like Kurt Angle wrestling.
Exactly. No, we're talking like not Kurt Angle. Exactly. Not Olympic Kurt Angle wrestling. We're talking current Kurt Angle wrestling. I think I would probably be the heel, right? Like Johnny is the baby face. Like he's the good guy. He's the one that everybody wants, even though like you might be tatted up, but you're still like a what's his face? Charlie, help me out here.
I'm just like him.
The straight edge guy. He went to like MMA and like kind of got his butt beat there. Name escapes me.
Wait, Brock.
But he's from Chicago though.
Yeah. Wait, don't say his name because he hangs out with all the guys.
He's got the
CM Punk.
CM Punk. Thank you.
He's into punk rock.
Yeah.
But he's a douchebag.
He's straight edge though apparently, but I don't know. So,
and he's in the comic books. He sounds like he'd be amazing. He's from Chicago. He's into comics. He likes punk rock.
So yeah. So you're gonna supplant him. Wait a minute. That sounds just like Johnny. Oh no.
Oh, that was sick. Actually,
that's why I'm the heel here.
I just like served the ball and spiked it back into my face.
But I was gonna say,
volleyball
in this, I feel like Johnny would definitely be the good guy. Yeah, he's the CM Punk of the Pastimes intramural wrestling league. And I feel like, I don't know.
I mean, we already talked about how I got the tattoos of Undertaker, but sure, I'm CM Punk.
I would. But I feel like I would definitely be like the Weasley heel though. Like I feel like I would be the one who like I would get the referee to like look the other way and then like I'd like punch you in the gut or something like that.
You would do that. Yeah, you would distract. No, you know what? Your diva would come in like and like distract the referee and exactly, like, what's going on here? Look at this woman.
Exactly. I pull out the aluminum bat from under the
exactly.
Under the ring.
And then you'd hit me, and then like as soon as the ref turned around, it'd be in my hands. I'd be on the ground, and he'd be like, "You're disqualified."
And he'd disqualified. Yeah, exactly. So that's how it would go. So I would be bad at the wrestling, but I would need to find.
What?
Christina says, CM Punk lives down the street from me and he drinks coffee with a pinky out. Oh, man. Shots fired at CM Punk.
What a douche. I'm drinking LaCroix with my pinky out. That's different.
Hell yeah, Yo-Yo. Wrestling, like skin on skin, manly wrestling where you can feel each other's sweat. Hell yeah.
That's real wrestling.
That's what we're here.
That's the best. Did you ever see that South Park episode?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best wrestling I've ever seen. Wrestling.
But yeah, exactly. That's if Johnny and I were to become wrestling characters, I think that's how it would go. Is I would probably be like, I would try to come off as the nice one, but I would be like the kind of like Weasley backstabber.
That'd be your name, the Weasel. That'd be your wrestling name.
Oh, Mike the Weasel. But yeah, so there you go. Now you don't have to. We don't have to do it now. You just saw it in the mind's eye. Is Johnny and I facing each other out?
Yeah, man. It's one hell of a fight. I
But
can't believe I got my ass whooped by the
but-
Weasel.
Exactly. But that's the thing is, we would have to squash the beef and work together at some point to become a tag team called the Comics Corner. So that's like our move. It's like
Yes!
it's like we get somebody right in the Comics Corner, and it's like I'm getting them low, you're getting them high, and we're just wailing on them.
Oh, I like this plan way better. Oh yeah, we can have like a cool thing like Road Dogg and Badass Billy Gunn.
Exactly.
New Age Outlaws.
Or the Dudley Bros. Did I talk about this? Here's Michael's secret for you guys. If I didn't talk about it here, I feel like I might mention it to you. But back when I was a kid, I definitely loved the Dudley Brothers. They had glasses. I had glasses as a kid, so whatever. I had a weird like affinity of exactly. So like they had like cool camo. Well, cool camo. It was like
It was like denim camo.
exactly. But point being, I was a fan of the Dudley Brothers, and they had the move, the 3D, where you would, they would work together, and they would basically slam you through a table. So naturally, having a brother, and then when we were at a neighbor's house one time, we were doing some backyard wrestling because, of course, that's what boys do is you try and find a way to break each other's arms. But I had gotten, there was a point in my time where I'd gotten 3D'd through a patio table, so. It was
3D?
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I wanted to be because it was cool. Cool.
It's like in what was the movie? Come on, with David Arquette. Ready to Rumble. Do you remember that from the 90s?
David Arquette. It sounds familiar, but
Oh, and they're like, it's with the WCW guys, and they get choke slammed, and then they're like, do it again.
that was basically it. I mean, I definitely remember doing speaking of Undertaker. What's his move called? The Undertaking.
Choke slam?
No, we had a name for it though, right? Charlie, help me out, please.
Wait, the Tombstone?
Yes,
Pile
the
driver?
Tombstone. Yeah. I remember my brother and I doing that on our beds and stuff like that, just a bunch of fun stuff.
Those were the beginning of Kane's lyrics in the rap scene.
Yes, because that's the thing is of those two, I was always a fan of Kane. My brother liked Undertaker, so
Kane was my dude.
yeah, until he lost the
Undertaker
mask.
had the tattoos.
God, I'm getting blasted here.
Yeah, what's up? My homie. But you did beat me in wrestling.
Ceasefire.
Wait, you know what we should do? We should totally we should do an RPG of wrestling. That's how we should wrestle. We should
Exactly.
do that
Yeah.
live.
The thing is,
Flip the
that
card,
that
cock the aluminum
exists.
bat.
That exists.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Speaking of, so there's a
We're doing
group of people who used to come to our store. It was on Tuesday nights, yeah, because it was every time there was new comics, and they used to play. I forget the name of it. I think it was Ignition.
Wrestling. The game.
Brought to you by Vince McMahon. But no, it was.
So good.
I think it was called Ignition or something like that, because it was just a general wrestling RPG. It wasn't necessarily just WWE branded. That's the thing is you could use characters from all over, but they were playing a wrestling based RPG, and they would have their Titantron intros, and then they would also one of the guys was the announcer, and he would announce their intro. It was pretty wild. I remember.
It is wild.
So that does exist. So yeah, we'll take this out on the Ignition Wrestling. But also now I gotta catch up with the chat here real quick. Charlie says you could be heel Seth Rollins. I don't remember what he looks like. I'm not too.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Seth Rollins. I'm not too caught up on current wrestling. Christina says Mike is a kid. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Let's take it to it. Let's find a JPEG of Seth Rollins. Charlie says, "Yeah, Mike, you looked so cool getting 3D through that table."
Wait, who's Seth Rollins? Why is
I think he said that would be me as a heel.
Yeah, I can see this as Mike, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah, that's me with my sweet guns and my sweet fish. Man, what happened to your phone? Is it okay? Oh, it's the screen. Oh, okay,
yeah,
gotcha, yeah.
It's not the screen. It's
the protector.
screen protector. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Protecting the screen.
Imagine if that was the screen. Yeah, exactly. when you were getting 3D through the table.
That's right.
Um,
Whoa.
Oh, here we
People
go.
also search for Dolph Ziggler. Why? Look at this guy. Why am I? Oh, he's a professional wrestler. Look at Dolph. Hi, my name's Dolph Ziggler. I'm going to wrestle you.
So yeah, we would put Dolph Ziggler in the comics corner, and I'm working him down low, and you're punching him in the face. Yeah.
The Miz. Who are all these?
Yeah, okay, so
loser
the
wrestlers?
Miz I actually know of, but yeah.
Wait,
like,
really? He
well, I
looks
mean-
like Judge Dredd.
What? No.
There.
He wishes he was.
He does wish he was.
No,
No, he's dressed like Terminator from Terminator 1. Sarah Connor. Yes.
you're jacking in your motorcycle.
He-
But he says, Yo-Yo says, I remember doing Rey Mysterio 619 on the trampoline. I don't know what that move is, but that sounds cool if there's a trampoline involved.
Isn't it? I think he would. Wouldn't you like run towards the ropes and then like do some crazy like I don't know, do something on the ropes?
I mean, yeah, like he's
I don't know how
got
to
the high
describe it.
flyer stuff. Yeah,
Like
exactly.
jump through them and then like spin
Exactly. Oh
around.
yeah. Now I can picture where he goes like around and through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy says, for Christ's sakes, Mike, it's Tombstone Pop Traffic. Yeah, I it's not Kane.
It's okay. I got him.
Exactly. Thank you,
I'm on
Charlie.
it.
Yeah, Charlie also says, don't hate on Ziggler. He took out the corporation in Survivor Series 15. Oh, everybody remembers Survivor
Why
Series.
didn't you just tell me that in the first place?
You said Survivor Series 15, man. That's all you needed to say. Charlie says, Miz is also a solid heel. Oh, here you go. Yeah, you're completely right. Yo-Yo says, we took out the protective nets, which is, don't do that at home, kids.
Belgium, it's okay.
I-
They have better health care, right?
That's true. Yeah, yeah. Yo-Yo could afford to get 619 or 3D through.
He
You
can
know.
deliver 619.
But he says he took out the protective nets and they swung around the pole. So yeah, man,
That's awesome.
man, to be a kid again.
He's like,
No.
I did this last week.
Exactly. Yeah. Now I've got to fight you on Sunday, our pay-per-view, the pastimes. Oh man, what would our wrestling event be called? Like Carnage in the comic shop. There's something there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have a cage in the store, so that's the cage match. It's literally just you and me, like just fighting in like that 3x3 square.
Using boxes of magic cards as weapons. You my magic! Yeah. It'd be awesome, because one of us would get hurt.
Yeah.
He's paper cutting me.
Exactly. I mean, that's cardboard. You don't want to get cut by that.
Oh yeah, I would definitely want it cleaned with some rubbing alcohol.
Keep it safe.
Wait,
Yes.
okay, I'm totally gonna say that's not fair, dude. There was that one guy in here earlier who was like so weird. I forgot to say this to you and Davis. There was whatever. The guy in here who was weird. I totally caught him like sanitizing his hands and his head.
hell yeah.
I was like, "What are you
Yeah,
doing?"
man. Yeah, you gotta make sure everything's clean.
Yeah, what do we gotta do, man? But I
That's-
just thought it was really.
The corona lingers in your hair.
Oh, he didn't have any.
Oh man, thank you, Charlie. Johnny's he says Johnny's gonna put you in the game graveyard, Mike, permanently.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh hell yeah, there we go. Yeah, the CCB, the Carnage Comic Brawl, says Yo-Yo. Man,
Winner gets a Carnage comic book.
oh man,
Maximum
this
Carnage.
thing writes itself. Alan, can we buy an actual official sized wrestling ring?
Yeah, we'll just put it on the company card, and then we'll pay it off with our pay-per-views. And
Exactly.
actually, we'll
I was
make
gonna
it
say,
money.
yeah. In the end, yeah, like we're just gonna backyard wrestling again.
You think WWF doesn't own their own rings? I'm not sure that they do. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
I would
think
assume they would.
do.
But yeah, back to comics because those are things. We had a couple more comics here that we want to show off. I'm sure that'll get us into another tangent about something wildly
Hell yeah, it
unrelated.
doesn't have anything to be related with comic books. But wait, wrestling's just like comic books. It's a fairy tale.
They're both fake.
They're both fake. We got
That's true. Yeah, Yo-Yo. If we do choose that, the CCS, we'll give you royalties for that. Yeah, don't worry.
CCB. CCS was a comic book, skateboarding magazine.
CCS.
CCS. You don't know CCS?
I'm a poser. I'm wearing my Thrasher T-shirt right now. But
Are
no,
you really?
no.
Oh, thank
I'm wearing.
God.
I'm not sure loser. I'm wearing chainmail.
All right. No, at least you're not. You know that's cooler than wearing a Thrasher mag shirt and not knowing what CCS is. That's lame.
That's true. Yeah. Yo-Yo. We'll pay you with some bundles of paper of the Joker.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
give you the absolute killing Joker bundle of paper.
What are you mailing in here? Books? Bundles.
Bundles. Yeah, bundles.
Quiet your mouth and send it through the mail. All right. So what did we get in this week? I didn't know this was coming out. Well, I knew it was coming out. I didn't know we were getting it right now. But how we have the Dawn of X trade paperbacks that have been coming out regularly. If you don't want to get them mixed and matched in there, you can just get the individual Excalibur
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
they're doing this for all the titles. So you
Captain
can get
Britain.
Excalibur 1 through 6. Yeah, Captain Britain is in here. You're right.
Yeah,
I actually-
because and speaking of Magic, Magic is in there too.
Magic is in Apocalypse,
go.
who's like one of my favorite villains.
There you
ever.
go. They got all the underrateds. But yeah, so they had Dawn of X was the
What's going
all
on
of the
Looks like a hot
comic
shower
corner
there with,
comic corner after hours going on. there.
Rogan's some chick, probably
Oh,
Gambit. I mean,
Some chick.
no, Rogue's the chick. You're right.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Gambit might be the guy. It's 2020. They can be whatever they want. I'm
Exactly,
cool with
yeah,
They're
yeah.
X-Men, which means they're women.
And women.
X people. So they're not people
They're
anymore. They're
they're
X people.
they're
What does
folks
this even mean?
folks with an X.
Folks with an X.
But yeah, so the Dawn of X was in the new series of all the X books. There was a handful of different books, and you could buy it as a trade paperback of just called Dawn of X, which carries the volumes 1 of all of the different 5 or 6 series. There was like X-Men. Yeah, exactly, Yo-Yo. We got to be careful. I'll have to censor that one next time. Some real hot stuff in here. But fortunately, we keep it PG-13. I mean, honestly, this isn't any worse than anything you'd see
In Berserk.
on your in Berserk. Yeah, God, especially Berserk.
I
Berserk.
saw a horse get cut in half. I hope somebody came into the chat right at that point, and they're like, "Dude, I just joined this chat, and this guy was talking about horses getting cut."
I just
in half.
started reading Berserk too, and
There was
apparently,
a dragon behind them. I don't know what the hell was going on.
you spoiled it. I didn't know there was going to be a horse that got cut in half in that book.
Dang, what issue is this? Look at this artwork, dog. What?
Hell yeah,
I don't know. Okay, so
Johnny, that scene didn't exist. I think you just. I'm skimming through right now, and I literally can't find that page.
what?
Did you just will it into existence?
Captain
No, it's-
Britain?
It's fine. No. It was
I saw
whatever
him.
whatever is going on. In
I
there.
saw him in there.
It doesn't exist.
You
That
saw
never
him too,
happened.
right?
No, the weird like anime hot springs issue that was happening there.
Oh yeah, no, I took it out. I edited it.
Yeah, oh, that's what that
You
tear
guys
was.
got all offended. I said no more of
Exactly, yeah.
this.
So if you want a torn copy, pay.
Yeah, 2% off. So, oh, it's from X-Force. Crap, that's an X-Force issue? So this is a Dawn of X book. So this is the one that came out 2 weeks ago. Why are we laughing now?
Sorry, Yo-Yo said he ripped out the paper and keeping it for later.
What is that? Oh, yeah. Sick. I like you. Come back next week. Or
It's like,
tomorrow.
always good.
So, the Dawn of X books, like this is volume 4 of Dawn of X, and it contains
Yeah.
issue 4 of Marauders, Excalibur, New Mutants, X-Force, Fallen Angels, and X-Men. So they do all like intertwine. So I think these are cool.
Yeah,
ways
I think
to read
that's
them.
a pretty clever way to do it because that's also the way in which those issues came out is like
Yes.
it's like each month is like they're up to like issue 10 now of those books, but they're doing it by like releasing issue 10 of X-Men, releasing issue 10 of X-Force, 10 of Excalibur in that order. So it's actually a kind of the smart way to read them too. But if you want just because there are separate storylines still too, so if you only want the Excalibur ones, you can definitely just use that instead.
Yeah, I think it still reads by itself.
Yeah, but if you want the full event, which is what I usually like to have, is all that stuff. So
Yeah, and so this was Dawn of X 4. 5 is already out, which we have over there, and then I think 6 comes out like
yeah,
this
it's
week or
pretty
something,
soon.
or next week. It's really soon. Along with Berserk Volume 5, which I can't wait till we get in. That comes out
Yeah.
tomorrow. Ours are in the mail or something. They're coming. I'm so excited.
There will be blood and guts all over,
I will literally be this excited when we get them. Maybe
cracking it open.
more. Possibly.
Exactly. If
What happened?
Christina, no, sorry. Christina says, "Where's the stuff Mama likes to throw her wallet at? I want to feel alive."
Oh,
Do we have any sweet Bundys?
man.
Some Ted Bundys over there?
What's a good one for Christina?
I
we
was
gotta
gonna
get you
say-
that Berserk Volume 2. That is
yeah,
Ultimate
yeah.
Mission in life.
So I think I don't know if Christina was here when we mentioned
Ooh, she's
we're
been lurking.
we're waiting into yeah, that's true too. Yeah, just what's going on in here, Mama like and then so the volume 2. I know Christina has the volume 1 of the deluxe edition of Berserk. Volume 2 is it's not out of print. It's just in this print run. They're reprinting more. So we can't unfortunately reorder them at the moment. But when I have a standing back order. So once they are in, hopefully we'll get them ASAP because I want to catch up on that too. But so we're getting more of volume 2 coming in. 3, 4, and 5. I think we got some of, or no, 5 is the one that's coming out.
Yeah, we have 3 and 4. And No, but those are in somebody's box. I think those were claimed.
That's
Those were
true,
ordered for somebody. Yeah. So.
So we'll have more, but 5 is coming out soon, and then 6 we just kind of got solicitation for too. So 6 will take it up to issue 18, or book 18 of the actual Berserk manga, but 18 of 40, correct? Hell yeah.
What? Yeah, no, that's right. Okay, sorry. Yeah. No. Phew. Yeah, we're good. But,
Exactly. Wait a minute.
oh, wait.
I was gonna say, what are you getting for Christina?
Wait, Christina. Talk to me.
Exactly. Yeah. I answer the questions here.
Who are your favorite? Like, what am I looking for? Who are your favorite characters? What, like, I don't have another Ladies of Marvel bundle or Ladies of Comics. Like, that was a one time.
So you got every comic book issue that involved a lady. It was just 5.
That was it. They're lacking, man. I can't help it. So let me know what you like, and then I can find something that would suffice.
That or the ladies comics that we'd be dipping into are more like the femme fatale, like good girl art style stuff that definitely would have us like on Twitch terms of
Or
service.
if you want to start getting 20 issues of Vampirella a month. Well, actually, it's one issue with 20 covers.
20 times, yeah, exactly.
Which means you see like 40 boobs.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's too much. It's like, it's a lot. That's not why I'm into comic
Teach their own.
books.
Well, so that's why I'm in here. I'm here for the Dawn stuff. Yeah, Yo-Yo says y'all got some more of those Hot Spring comics. We actually do. I have room in our box over there where I'm gonna like separate all of like the femme fatale books because I mean honestly, hey man, there's some people who only care about like Red Sonja, Vampirella, Dawn. If you like my boy Michael Joseph Linsner.
You know what it makes me think of is in The Simpsons, Booberella.
Exactly.
Look at my boobs.
Exactly. We have Elvira stuff.
Oh, that's who it's based off. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
Vampirella. It's
But
based
it
off
is.
Elvira.
But yeah,
You're right,
exactly.
yeah. Wait, what's up with that? We were getting Elvira books for a hot minute when I first started. Or were they just Vampirella with Elvira on it?
No. We the Elvira series I think is either canceled or wrapped up. I think it might have gotten to like a wrapping up point.
Oh, Captain Britain's a chick now. There you go, Captain Britain, female.
Ladies of Comics.
And Rogue, also Lady of Comics.
Is that who are both in the Hot Springs? Christina says, gore, storyline, easy read, and fine with tits and dicks. So, aren't we all?
Oh, wait, we got to get you on that Hellsing book when it comes out.
Oh yeah. If you want more manga, the Hellspring had a similar deluxe edition, which was cool because it was the red like faux leather.
It's awesome looking.
But yeah, that one is
Where's that
vampires. You threw it away.
I have it right where I put it. Oh, I just almost wait.
Speaking of Vampirella,
wow.
if you want to get all of these in your box next month, like a couple of our subscribers do, have at it.
I opened that because I had the page tag off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this one though says order for Mike. Charlie says so. Captain Britain is now Psylocke's sister.
Spoilers!
Question mark, he said. Exclamation mark. It's gore. I feel like we've definitely got horror out the wazoo, although usually I'm just ordering the horror comics for myself. But yeah, let's see what we got. Give me 1 second here. Hold the fort, Johnny.
I always do, Michael.
Oh no, I knocked my coffee over.
Oh, wait, Mike's coffee, which is actually a cappuccino, because I went to pick it up.
Tell that story. That's
Yeah.
Johnny's secret.
So, first off, check this out. We're ordering dinner from a place called Goodies right around the corner. And I, with my own 2 ears, hear Mike order the food, and they ask for a name. And so he says Johnny because I'm picking it up. So he got to use my name. That's cool. So he says Johnny, and then he's like, blah, 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 and a vanilla cappuccino. Blah, blah. Hangs up the phone. I go to pick it up, and she's like, what's the name? And I say John. And she goes, I don't have a John. And I go, oh, you know what? It was under Johnny. And she goes, I thought she would just get it. And she goes, oh no, there's no Johnny. And I'm like, what? And she's like, did you get a meal? And I'm like, well, I got a gyro and some fries. And then she's like, oh, this is it right here. We didn't get a name. And in my head, I'm like, well, he certainly said it because I heard it. So I'm like, okay, you didn't get a name. So then she like rings me up and she sees like the drink on the, she said, oh, and she runs over to the coffee maker. And me being a former barista, I know the signs of somebody making a pot of coffee. And so I noticed she's like making a pot of coffee. And I'm like, what the hell is this lady doing? And she comes back over and she's like, do you want cream and sugar in the coffee? And I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to be a vanilla cappuccino. And she's like, well, I just started an entire pot of coffee, and I'm like, I sure hope the cooks are going to want to drink some of it because we need a vanilla cappuccino. And she's like, okay. And she goes and makes that. And so all's well that ends well. I got the cappuccino. We figured out my name was Johnny, and we got the right food. How was the cappuccino, Michael? Because you almost kicked it over just now, per your mouth.
I didn't kick it over with my mouth.
Per your mouth. Like, this is what you told me. Well, I just almost dropped the bag.
I was a mile away, but I like the part in the story where, as a barista, I know a pot of coffee being made when I see one.
No, that was funny.
It wasn't that good.
Would have been better if I made it at Starbucks.
Yo-Yo asked, what food did you guys get? Man, I had a wild order, didn't I? I had the vanilla cappuccino, which was all right. I got Greek fries.
Was it all right? You just said it wasn't good. Was it all right or wasn't good?
It was all right. I just like coffee. It's all good to me. And then I got a corn on the cob. So I had coffee, corn on the cob, and fries. That was my dinner.
I ate your own sandwich.
I'm training for wrestling, so that's what The Rock eats every week.
Have you ever seen what The Rock eats?
Yes, like a billion pancakes. Yeah.
No, dude, like
that's his cheat day.
No, that's his cheat day. I've seen that too. Did you see what he eats like during the day?
No.
Oh my God, it's like he eats more in a day than like I eat in a week.
It takes like 4,000 calories or something like that.
He eats like steak like 3 times a day, like 2 pieces of cod a day.
Exactly. I got to get them proteins. Says Yo-Yo.
That protein bowl. Here, Christina. This is what I will be getting.
I don't know what is. Sorry, this drawer is like broken. It keeps opening up.
It does. I know.
I keep feeling bad. Yeah, because I see it. Oh, that's what that is. That's what happened there.
Yeah. My knees. Oh, you can't really see it. But have I told that story?
No, you haven't. You said you were going to, but.
Oh, the knees, the bleeding knee holes. That's a story. That's one hell of a story. But that's for. Never mind. We're getting disclaimers for that story. That's for sure. But okay, so there's the Berserk book on the side there. You know, they're at Berserk, and there's the Hellsing one. So it's like the same format. Yeah. Hellsing's awesome. So that one's going to be like all zombies and vampires and Dracula and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So, oh man, baby. Vampirella. And Red Sonja. Mars attacks Red Sonja.
Yeah.
What?
That one we've got coming in.
Jack Nicholson.
Can't we all?
Because if I was going to fight aliens from Mars, I would do it in a thong without a bra.
Hey man, that's how she does. All right, so.
Wait,
so, Christina, we've got targeted advertising happening in here. Oh, wait, sorry, you were going to say something, though.
No, I was going to ask what else you got.
Okay, so Christina says the barista in me thinks caps should only be small, extra foamed if possible. Dry caps are for killers. I don't know. Can you translate for me here?
Yeah,
the only cap I know is Captain America, or Captain Britain.
Well, cap is short for cappuccino in this instance.
Sure, and Captain America, yeah.
Extra foam if possible. Yeah, because a cappuccino is supposed to be mostly foam, as to where like a latte is more milk. Like if you were to see like. Yeah, like a latte has this much foam, and then like a cappuccino is like that much foam.
Okay, so I think I like lattes more.
Yeah, and I don't know.
We got a long way to go for that, Yo-Yo. It says Johnny Nathong for 10K followers.
Johnny Nathong for my own pleasure.
At this point, it's 10 followers, Yo-Yo. So
wait, we were talking about thongs a few minutes ago before
Pass on Hellsing, says Christina.
Yeah, wait, I was saying that. What'd you say?
Pass on Hellsing.
Really? Okay, that's cool. We will find you something else. I was saying that, like, when I take my mask out of my pocket, it's like kind of feels like a thong. I don't have one, but I assume that's what they feel like.
I would assume.
Look at the official pastimes mask.
Exactly. Well, it's up. You usually want to do it the right side up, but
wait, what?
You get the idea though.
What? Oh no, it's because the image is reversed on the screen. See?
Don't adjust your screens. It's fine. But yeah, so we got here's exactly.
I'm trying to get something gory.
So we've got the Chimerian, the Chimerian Red Nails. So Chimerian was the classic Conan the Barbarian stuff. Back when he was Conan is now basically what is it? What's the term? Free, license free.
Falling?
What is? Yeah, free falling. He's free falling. But no, he's public domain. So there, you're going to see a lot more of Conan the Barbarian stuff. So here we've got, we got swords, we got gore. He's growling. He's smacking that.
What's he smacking?
No, he's snacking. Sorry, the dinosaur is snacking on what looks like a deer. We've got all sorts of stuff going on here. We got violence, we got adventure. There's some of that there too for you, Christina, if that's what you're coming here for. We don't judge.
Wait, Christina, did you see the Uzumaki thing we did? Did that interest you at all? Uzumaki? It's not really gore, but it was weird.
She got the bundle. Remember? It was
Yes.
Uzumaki.
Yeah, the Junji Ito bundle.
The cats and Milo and Yen.
Crap. Mama's reading the cookie
The good
cabinets.
stuff.
um,
I don't like that.
we got
Speaking of horror, we got Lock and Key. You might have heard of the Netflix series that came out. This was done by Joe Hill. Spoilers, that's Stephen King's son. I didn't know that until like 2 weeks ago.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
And I knew that.
But Lock and Key, a great series. Yeah, she says she bought it. Is a great horror series. That's it's getting a reprint now because this one is just a reprint of issue number 1, almost like a facsimile version, just a reprint of it because it came out back in 2008. But yeah, so that's a series I definitely recommend. We've got all of the trade paperbacks because that series ended. They have a few like one-shots and just like kind of side stories going on, but that's a complete series. We got, let me see here, Faithless. I haven't read the first series, but this one is it's a gore, horror, love story. It's a lot of nudity. It's a lot. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not sure if I like it or not. But
Wait, which one is this?
there's a Faithless. So this one's Faithless Volume 2.
Oh.
Faithless Volume 1
That
was
just came out.
it was a 6-part series that came out a while ago, but Volume 2 just started up 2 weeks ago. So that one came out.
That'd be a cool one to get on.
Not really anything horror based, but I feel like this kind of covers everything. It's got gore, it's got horror, it's got other stuff happening here. But this is Red Sonja versus Chaos. Chaos being an old Dynamite character.
Dynamite.
She was like a devil lady. It's mostly what Dynamite does. We've got more. If you want more sweet Vampirella stuff, Sacred 6 is coming out too. I don't know the storyline of it, but I think it's 6 different Vampirellas and a panther. Take a look at that panther. I just grabbed this guy like it. My boy Judge Dredd. Not a lot of
Oh, it's fine.
anything sensual here, but man, this one's cool because it's a 100-page giant, so it's basically kind of like a little like mini anthology, a bunch of mini series. Like if you want robot judges, don't worry, Christina, I got you covered. If you want cowboy judges, oh, don't worry, let me find that page again because I just saw him. He's right there, I swear. Look at that old man judge. We've got cowboy judges out here in the cursed earth.
Hey, are those Mortal Kombat books any bloody or anything?
They're
No,
bloody good is what they are.
Are they?
I don't know. Davis would know. I haven't actually read them, but
Remember I pulled them out a few. Were they still in the? Can I go look and see if?
yeah, feel free to take a look.
I don't know
I'll
if they're good or not. but
keep
Mortal
targeted
Kombat is
advertising.
pretty gory.
If you want, I had this on here. This is like we were talking about, like the reprints of old pulp horror stories. This one was called Terror Tales. These ones are pre-code, so usually there's a lot more violent stuff. Oh man, I don't know what's going on here, but speaking of cowboys, we got some prospector mugging some dude out in the desert. So I don't know. These are the kind of books that like usually I order just for myself, but every once in a while I order some for the store because other people I could push onto it. Like, man, look at this.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on there, but check out that. We got the crawling horror.
Hey, I know something she might be interested in. I don't know where this Mortal Kombat was on.
Sure.
We'd have to special order, and this cover's sold out. But that Morbius omnibus.
Christina says how much for the Terror Tales. Oh no, does it not say here? Johnny, I might need you to do a price check here real quick. Do you think you could run to the? Oh no, we're not signing. I can check that for you. I want to say it's between 25 to 50-ish.
I can look at it.
I don't know if we're signed in there.
No,
If you want. Oh, checking out on the Google. Also, these ones came in.
Oh my God! What year is it? I can't wait to watch that later. That was so ridiculous. The sneeze was real, though. I hope Alan's watching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's just pulls like just the alarm starts going off in here. This one is a prose novel. This one's an actual. This one's, yeah, Yo-Yo. When we're talking about books, this one's mostly just a book. But it's Monstrous Women in Comics. So it's basically like a study of a bunch of how women in comics and media are portrayed as different monsters. But the cool thing is, it's got some pictures in here and references. I don't know what's going on here.
$24.99 cover price for this guy.
$24.99. Yeah, so that's what I thought. $25. So like, it's got some occasional pictures here too. To
Wait,
follow
which
along.
one? This one.
Yeah, this one's
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
This one is also unlisted. What's going on? No MSRPs.
Wait, really?
We got this lady as a blob. But yeah, so women as monsters in different comics and media. And then this one I'm gonna have to double check to make sure. Yeah, it's really.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. If you wanna find out what's going on in here, this one's mostly just an art book. Spoiler alerts. She didn't have a bra on in one of those, so it definitely gets racy. But it's a cool bunch of big little arts happening here. Here's one that's actually pretty dope. This guy's like Dr. Fate. What's going on here? He's like Hawkman meets Dr. Fate.
Whoa.
I don't know what's happening, but I like it. This is like the Justice League mock-up here. Again, if I saw that on the cover, I would definitely take a peek in there. But, can't show that on TV. And then we've got Bites of Terror, which is kind of a cutesy little like horror story one. So we've got 10 frightfully delicious tales, but it's done in a very kind of cutesy. Let me see if I can find some shots here. It's like claymation. It's actual like models used with text overlaid. Look at that creepy. Oh, what's going on there? The Ultimate Companion. So apparently Yo-Yo clipped the video, so I don't know if you're familiar with Twitch, but basically like he made like a small video of that.
Oh,
exact
he's
scene.
sneezing?
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah, dude!
Oh yeah, thank you, Yo-Yo. So we're gonna have to check that out
I can't wait
afterward.
to watch
Yeah,
that.
exactly. So that's gonna be immediately once we're done streaming here, which actually we're getting there too. It's basically 2 minutes till 10 o'clock. So
Let me throw this.
I was gonna say, if you want to show off.
So okay, if you want, Christina, this is as like horror as Marvel gets. If you want something Marvel, I'm pretty sure this is it. This just came out last week. It's the Morbius, the Living Vampire Omnibus. So unfortunately, this direct market copy, this is mine, and this cover is sold out. There's a variant, which actually, the variant's a little raunchier, so you might like it, but this is everything it contains here on the back. I know it's a little hard to see. It's all these issues. So it's Amazing Spider-Man 101 to 102, Marvel Team Up 3 and 4, Giant Size Superheroes 1, Fear Magazine, cool, 20 through 31, Vampire Tales 1 through 5, 7 through 8, and 10, 11, Giant Size Werewolf 4, Marvel Preview 8, Marvel Premiere 28, Marvel 2-in-1 15, Spectacular Spider-Man 6 through 8 and 38. 38 has a cool cover. And The Savage She-Hulk 9 through 12. Oh, and this has a parental advisory sticker. I've never seen that on an omnibus, on a Marvel omnibus.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome, right there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
So this sucker retails for $100. We would have to special order you one, and it would be a different cover. But, I mean, I rave about these. I love the Marvel Omnibus, so this is going to be the best horror one that they ever released, I think. So if that's something that interests you, that's my best offer, is for us to order one of these. Otherwise, I'll have to do some research, which I don't mind doing.
Yeah.
But I
Also,
will
we can make a more targeted bundle here too.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if this would. Have you ever seen or read Akira? Do you know what? It's got some horror aspects.
Akira. Yeah. I mean, that's some straight up like body horror.
Yeah,
with,
that's
what's
horror.
happening.
It's like grotesque.
Yeah. Maybe we should also look into a system too of like, if say for example, I mean, we don't need to make a system for it. It's the thing of, I'll get right back to that one in a second here. But like, for example, if like Christina wanted, or if anybody else like wanted like these handful of books, we're more than happy to do it at like a discounted rate too. So
what about Sandman? Is she into that?
I can't really attest to Sandman because I haven't really read much of it. But yeah, I mean that's kind of like, that's just straight more like almost more philosophical in some ways. But
yeah,
but yeah, Yo-Yo was asking about this book. This one's a little hot for TV. I'll see if I can find. It's not a whole lot raunch happening here. Oh yeah, we got some weird like robots there, and then lady. But this one is more just kind of like an just an art book by a handful of artists. This guy in particular is getting a little racy with his, but this is cool. We got some weird steampunk motorcycle happening here, and then some dude caught in a spider's web. Ugh. So this one is a bit more straightforward, just kind of like a small art book. $5, not that bad. But yeah, it was just first thing that jumped out as far as stuff that Christina might like. But yeah, I heard you yawning there. It is getting kind of late here. Apologies to Yo-Yo. I'm sure it's like what, like 6 a.m. there. Yeah, the art looks sick. I mean, like we had a handful of these. This is the last copy left. But yeah, like every once in a while, like I'll try to. Oh, it says mature readers only. But yeah, I try to order, just a bunch of different things because I'm usually here for the art. But just seeing kind of like little galleries like this every once in a while still is pretty cool. So.
Oh, I can't say that word. Almost did.
Yeah, Yo-Yo lost. I was gonna say, yeah, sorry, Yo-Yo. I mean, thanks for joining us. Fortunately, we are gonna wrap it up here though too. It may not be 5 a.m. by us. It's 10 p.m. But yep, checks out. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. As always, it's a fun time. Thanks Yo-Yo for stopping by. We'll probably, if you're interested again, I know it'll be late tomorrow too, but we'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 through 4. Yeah, I'll keep showing these off. How about this? You want to wrap us up here, Johnny? You know what we need.
I do, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We will be back tomorrow, as Mike said, at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, which should be 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. And be safe, read some Ninja Turtles.
Green Hornet.
And please remember, not all heroes are heroes.
That's the sign off for our other show, Johnny. This one is just, hey, get out of here and have a good time.
See, that's why I don't do the closings.
Yeah, I'll probably show you more on tomorrow. So stop on by tomorrow, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Get out of here.